You've wasted 5 years of your life on that boy, and I'm done watching it. Tom said it standing in our kitchen doorway, still in his coat from wherever he'd actually been that Tuesday evening. Not volunteering at the senior center, apparently. Not getting the grocery shopping done like he'd promised. Just elsewhere. His face had that pinched look he got lately, the one that made him look like he was sucking on something sour. I'd been giving Charlie his dinner mashed potatoes and cut-up chicken, the only texture he'd tolerate that week, and my grandson had been humming his happy sound, the one that meant he felt safe. I remember thinking, very clearly, in 42 years of marriage, Tom has never used the word wasted about anything I've done. But I didn't say that. Instead, I wiped Charlie's face with the damp cloth we kept by his chair and said, "He's not that boy. He's your grandson. And he's Jessica's responsibility," Tom said. "Not ours. Not at what age?" Not yet. Jessica had been 28 when she got pregnant. The neurologist had been kind but direct. Charlie would likely never live independently. He'd need full-time care, possibly forever. Early intervention might help, but there were no guarantees. Derek had lasted another 4 weeks. "You'll never have to worry," he'd told her. And I'd believed him. The trust fund had been Tom's idea. It made sense right up until it didn't. The first real crack appeared on a Wednesday afternoon in October. I let things drop. At the therapy center, I'd run into Denise. Trust me. The way he said it made it sound like a command, not a request. November brought 3 things. And the first time Tom suggested institutionalizing our grandson. He's 7 years old. Exactly. Young enough to adapt. Trust me, Tom had said. But I was starting to wonder if I should. The investigator arrived on a Thursday in December. Large withdrawals that don't appear to correspond with filed expense receipts. "Everything has gone to Charlie," Tom said quickly. "He didn't show me the records." And I started paying very close attention. Tom said he volunteered at the senior center. Haven't seen him in about a year, though. We were becoming strangers who shared an address. On a Friday night, I asked Jessica to take Charlie. Instead, I sat in my car outside the senior center. I followed him, and he used a key to let himself in. Mostly I thought, well, there it is. I drove home. I found the second phone purely by accident. Text after text. Payments to Rachel M. Then I found the file folder. Not enough to account for the $87,000, because I needed a plan. I told Jessica first. "About $3,000. "Yes." My daughter stood up. "First, we document everything. I promise you, I'll make this right." I gave Andrea everything on Monday morning. "Prison time is a real possibility." "Yes," I said. "I'm prepared." After Andrea left, then I called a divorce lawyer. Tom was served 3 days later. Tom stood in our living room holding the divorce papers. "I know everything." "You could go to prison." Tom sat down heavily. "I love her," he said. "You were always cold, Eleanor." "Get out," I said. "You have 1 hour." He left in 45 minutes. He was arrested at Rachel's house on a Tuesday morning in January. I know because Rachel called me. "Mrs. Mitchell? This is Rachel Morrison. I'm 52 years old, and I have nothing." "I'm so sorry," Rachel whispered. I hung up without saying goodbye. Tom pleaded guilty in March. He got 7 years. Jessica did. Good judge. We sat there together. I didn't give up anything. Loving Charlie was never a waste. She hugged me then, and we both cried a little. The women's group started by accident. Over terrible diner brew. Something clicked. We laugh a lot. Last week, Denise told us, "What about you, Eleanor?" I'd tell him thank you. "Yeah," I said. "I really do." Charlie turned 8 last month. Eye contact. Restitution. GoFundMe. People are good, Mom. We finished the dishes. I stood on my porch. It was quiet. It was mine. A text from Margaret. Bulbs pushing through the soil. Its own kind of justice. If you've lived long enough, thank you for sitting with me through this. Until then, I'll be here. Planting gardens. Raising grandsons. Learning, finally, what it means to waste nothing, especially not one more day on regret.